Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the ultimate golf ball test. Over the last 4 weeks, I've been testing 18 different golf balls from the 7 best manufacturers in the world with the sole goal of finding out which is the best premium golf ball in the world. We're officially over halfway through this 6-part mini-series where we've put the likes of Titleist, Callaway, Srixon, Wilson and Mizuno through their paces. Some big name brands have really impressed, while others, not so much. But this week, things get really interesting. Today I'm testing 4 different golf balls from 2 manufacturers that are right in the middle of the tour golf ball conversation. Bridgestone and Taylormade. Bridgestone don't make golf clubs, but don't let that fool you. Their Tour B lineup is used by some serious golfers. Most famously, Tiger Woods. Meanwhile, Taylormade's TP5 and TP5x are used by some of the longest, most consistent golfers on the planet. Most notably, Grand Slam winner Rory McIlroy. So I'm going to put these golf balls to the test, not only to see how they stack up against each other, but also to see how they stack up against every other golf ball I've put to the test so far. And I've got one burning question I need answering. Why doesn't Tiger Woods use Taylor-made golf balls? Let's get into it. Most manufacturers offer 2 different options when it comes to golf balls, a low spin option and a high spin option. Think of the Pro V1 and the Pro V1X by Titleist. And while Bridgestone and Taylormade are no different. The Bridgestone Tour B X is the firmer, lower spinning golf ball in the Bridgestone lineup. This golf ball is built for players who desire distance and a flatter ball flight. The Bridgestone Tour B XS is basically Tiger Woods' preferred choice. This golf ball is designed for more spin and more greenside control, but it still has plenty of speed with the driver. When it comes to Taylormade, the TP5 is the higher spinning, softer feeling golf ball out of the 2. Taylormade believe the more layers the golf ball has, the more control you have. And this golf ball is designed to have the most control with wedges. The TP5X, however, is a firmer feeling, lower spinning golf ball. This golf ball has the same amount of layers as the TP5, but is more designed for distance and speed. I'm expecting this golf ball to fly a long way with the driver. Now off the bat, we're not seeing too much difference in the offerings from Bridgestone and Taylormade. Both manufacturers are offering a firm feeling golf ball with low spin and a softer feeling golf ball with high spin, which is actually the opposite of what Titleist offer. The Pro V1X is actually firm feeling and high spin, whereas the Pro V1 is softer feeling and lower spin. So it's kind of understandable why some players would prefer Bridgestone and Taylormade compared to Titleist. Those players that want a firm feeling golf ball with high spin would have to go for the Pro V1X. But the biggest question we need to answer isn't how do these golf balls feel, it's how do they perform. And this is how I'm testing these golf balls. For the last 4 weeks, I've done the exact same testing process for all golf balls in this mini series. I've hit all 18 golf balls with 4 different golf clubs: the lob wedge, the pitching wedge, the 7-iron and the driver. I've hit each golf ball with each club 20 times. So I've gathered a huge amount of data for this test. More than 1,500 shots I've hit so far. Throughout the testing process, I've made sure that my club head speed has remained consistent. That way I'm making sure that I'm testing these golf balls like for like. And finally, I've only picked the best 15 strikes from each data set to make sure I'm giving you guys reliable data. Now, I've already gathered the data for today's video. Over the last couple of days, I've put all 4 of these golf balls through the ringer. I've hit over 320 shots for today's test alone, and I've got some very interesting results to show you guys. Like I said earlier, this is the 4th video in a 6-part mini-series. If you are enjoying this series and enjoying this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We've got 2 more videos in this mini-series and you don't want to miss out on the last 2 episodes. If you haven't watched the other videos in this series, I've set up a playlist specifically for this test series. So head on over to the channel and start watching this series from the beginning. But for now, back to this video and onwards to the results. As we know, I use club head speed as a controlling factor for this test, and the average club head speed for the lob wedge was 50 miles an hour. This is basically a pitch shot for me. Now, I never drip feed you guys the results. On screen now are all of the results with the lob wedge. Feel free to pause this screen and look over these results yourself, but there's a couple of things that stand out to me here. First of all, the carry numbers are longer with the Taylormade golf balls while also spinning more. This extra distance is basically coming from higher ball speeds, which I think kind of makes sense. I think most of us would consider Taylormade to be a speed and distance orientated manufacturer. And to be fair, the Taylormade is the standout performer here for me. We've got the highest ball flight with the most spin, which means a lot of control with that golf ball. So not only are the Taylormade golf balls flying fast in the air, they're stopping quick on the green. A strong start for Taylormade. Let's see if that continues with the pitch and wedge results. The average club head speed for the pitching wedge was 77 miles an hour, which is basically a full swing for me. On screen now are all of the results, and we've got a bit of a switcheroo situation on our hands. Both Bridgestone balls convincingly carrying further than the Taylormade balls, but this time they're not compromising on their spin numbers. The increased distance again is coming from a better ball speed, but once again the stopping power winner has to go to the Taylormade TP5. A higher ball flight and the highest spin, even if it is just marginal this time. One standout performer from these sets of results is the carry dispersion number with the TP5X. A variance of only 3.5 yards is by far the most consistent, not only from today's test, but also from the whole premium golf ball test series. Very, very impressive results from both Taylormade golf balls, but Bridgestone are starting to put up a bit of a fight. Let's move on to the 7-iron results. For the 7-iron, the average club head speed was 87 miles an hour, which again is basically a full swing for me. And again, here are all of the results. Look, we know for a fact that Taylormade are big on speed and big on distance, and these 7-iron results are basically proof of that. The ball speeds I'm seeing with the 7-iron are huge compared to the Bridgestones, and frankly, huge compared to the rest of the golf balls I've tested. The only other golf ball to breach 121 miles an hour ball speed with the 7-iron was the Wilson Staff Model X, which is actually the current overall leader for this test series. Check out last week's video if you want to see how good that golf ball is. But back to these results, and I have to say the Taylormade golf balls are running away with this battle. Right now, I'm struggling to see why Tiger Woods prefers Bridgestone golf balls over the Taylormade. I've done a similar video to this in the past where I've compared the Bridgestone golf balls to the Titleist golf balls, and a lot of you commented on that video claiming that it's all about money. Do you guys still stand by that? Personally, I'd like to believe that it's because Tiger's had a working relationship with the Bridgestone guys for more than 2 decades. Can't imagine Tiger Woods needs more money than he's already got. Let me know in the comments what you think. Do you still think it's all about the money? Last but not least, we have the driver results, and the average club head speed was 103 miles an hour. Not quite full tilt, but it's a pretty gameable swing speed for me. And here are all of the results. I'm starting to wonder if the Bridgestone golf balls are actually made for higher swing speeds than I'm testing at. I know the box says that the swing speed should be around 105 miles an hour, but does that 2 mile an hour really make that much of a difference? The Taylormade golf balls are well and truly outperforming the Bridgestone golf balls for me at these speeds. We've got longer carry, higher ball speeds, ideal spin numbers for the target market, and incredible consistency. I know Tiger has a lot of say in the design of the Bridgestone balls, and perhaps that means we need to be swinging a little bit faster to get the most performance out of these golf balls. But most of us have an inability to swing the golf club as fast as Tiger Woods, even if he is getting on a bit. And let's be honest, Taylormade seem to have created a golf ball that seems to be performing well with relatable swing speeds like mine. But at the same time, both of these golf balls have been in Rory McIlroy's bag, and he swings it even faster than Tiger. So I don't really understand why we're losing so much performance just because we're not swinging it fast enough for the Bridgestone golf balls. And as a result, I think there's a pretty clear winner between Taylormade and Bridgestone in this video. But this isn't just a head-to-head video. These two manufacturers are part of a much wider test. Let's see how these 4 golf balls compare to the other 14 golf balls I've tested so far. Let's have a look at the new leaderboards. If you are new to this series, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. You don't want to miss out on the last 2 episodes of this series. And 2, this is how the point system works for the leaderboards. I'm awarding points for 3 different categories: distance, control, and consistency. Each category is awarded the same level of points, and the amount of points is based loosely on the F1 scoring system, where a higher finish yields more points. Every time a new ball is added to the leaderboard, the whole system gets a full-blown shakedown. So just because the Wilson Staff Model X is at the top of our leaderboard last week, doesn't mean it'll even finish in the top 5 this week. Or it might. Who knows? But because I'm awarding points from 3 different categories, the overall winner should be the perfect combination of distance, spin, and build quality. And if you ask me, the golf ball that can do all 3 of those things deserves to be crowned the best golf ball in the world. Anyway, here is an updated leaderboard of the top 5 golf balls for each of the 3 categories I've looked at. And as we can see, the Taylormade TP5X has well and truly stamped its authority on this test series. Top 5 in both distance and consistency, which was very clear to see during the test results. The TP5 only featuring in the top 5 on the consistency leaderboard, while neither Bridgestones appear in any of the top 5 of these categories. A very ominous story being told about the Bridgestone golf balls so far. Let's see where they feature on the overall leaderboard. Now, there isn't enough room on the screen for the full leaderboard, so I'm going to do this in batches of 6, starting with the bottom 6 of the overall leaderboard. And there might be a surprise or two for you here. Both the Bridgestone balls languishing at the bottom of this leaderboard. I've included the positions these balls have finished in each of the 3 categories just to give you guys a fuller picture of what's happening, but neither of these golf balls really competed at all in anything that I've looked at. Another surprise in the bottom 6 is the Titleist Pro V1. Most would consider this golf ball the most popular golf ball in the world, but as far as I can tell, it's overrated. At least this version of the Pro V1 is. Don't forget, Titleist make 2 other types of Pro V1, and both of those have been tested in this series. Let's have a look at the middle of this leaderboard. The middle of this leaderboard is very Callaway heavy, but we've also got some great value golf balls in the Srixon Z-Star XV and the Wilson Staff model. Interestingly, the Wilson Staff model is the longest golf ball for this whole test series, while the spinniest golf ball in the test is the Pro V1X. I think you guys would agree there's some big names struggling on this leaderboard. But in reality, the performance of all of these golf balls is actually very tight. The last 2 videos in this series are a deep dive into all of the data that I've collected. And of course, we've got a big durability test to do as well. But anyway, so far, neither Taylormade golf balls have featured on this leaderboard, which only means that they are both in the top 6. Can either of them topple the Wilson Staff Model X from the top of the leaderboard? Yes, they can. The Taylormade TP5X jumps straight to the top of the leaderboard, by a long way as well, I might add. An easy win because of its long distance and its incredible consistency. The TP5X finished 16th in spin, which means it's a very low spinning golf ball compared to most of the golf balls tested, but you can't argue with its distance or build quality. The TP5 finishing in 5th place, more of an all-rounder of a golf ball compared to the TP5X, but overall a very good golf ball. The TP5 golf balls have been rising in popularity among pros and the general public, and I think these test results explain why that's happening. Look, it's pretty obvious to me that the Taylormade golf balls are way better than the Bridgestone golf balls. But at the end of the day, I don't actually make money from playing golf. I'd be very interested to know what made Tiger Woods choose the Bridgestone golf balls over the Taylormade balls, especially considering that he uses Taylormade products throughout the whole bag. From wedges all the way up to the driver, it's Taylormade. He must feel that the Bridgestone golf balls give him more of an edge over the TP5. But for the average golfer, I don't think they do. Guys, we have 2 more videos left to go in this mini series, but all of the 18 golf balls have now been tested. The last 2 episodes of this series is a deep dive into all of the data I've collected, and of course we've got a huge durability test to run. It's all well and good these golf balls performing well, but if they're not durable, are they worth spending your money on? I will pick these golf balls apart limb from limb and help you guys decide which golf ball deserves a spot in your bag. You will have all of the information available to you to make the most informed decision about which golf ball is best for your game. And I'll also be breaking down which 5 golf balls I believe to be the best golf balls on the planet. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next week for episode 5 of the Ultimate Golf Ball Test. See you next week, guys.